Now we want to get to the latest on Ken Delen Jr. He's the American college student who's gone missing while studying abroad in France. French prosecutors say Delen's disappearance was reported by classmates on November 29th. He was last seen on December 3rd with surveillance video showing him at a store. Investigators say information suggests that he may have been having a tough time while overseas, but that's all preliminary. The FBI has now joined in this investigation while his parents remain desperate for answers, as you can imagine. ABC News' Phil Lipoff is covering this. He joins us now with more. Phil, what can you tell us? What's the latest in this case?
Well, Terry, as you just mentioned, Ken was last heard from by his family on the 27th. 2 days later, he was reported missing at his college by some students, and of course the college liaison then reached out to his parents. It was days after that, December 3rd, that the young man you see on your screen there, 21-year-old Ken Delen, who went to France to study French for the semester, was seen entering a decathlon store about an hour south of where his college is in the south of France. And since December 3rd, no one has heard from him. French authorities have opened up a missing persons case, but they have very strict privacy laws over in France. And because Ken is 21, it is tough to get information out of them. Even tough for Ken's parents, by the way, Terry.
Well, the FBI, as I say, is now trying to assist in this investigation. It's got that international aspect as well. Ken is originally from Rochester, New York, and I guess hasn't talked with his family since November. He was supposed to return home this week. Have you got a sense of how his parents must be responding in this moment?
Absolutely, we do, Terry. We spoke to his parents over this weekend. I covered this story for Good Morning America this weekend, and his parents are devastated. I mean, think about this. When we say a parent's worst nightmare in news, it's oftentimes, people think it's a cliche, but my daughter was studying abroad last semester, and I was worried about her every single day. My worst nightmare was that I was going to get a call saying that something happened to her. Well, this family got the call from the college liaison saying, we haven't seen or heard from Ken in days now. And so they have done everything they can. They even put up a website to share, for people to share information and to put out clues and facts and trying to track him. The last time he was tracked, Terry, was going south on that train. They were able to ping his phone as he was heading south to the decathlon store, but nobody's been able to see him since. His parents are devastated, as you would imagine.
Oh, for sure. So prosecutors are saying that Delen told several people that he'd been having a difficult time making friends overseas. Had arrived in France, perhaps underprepared for the work that he was trying to do over there. Has the university spoken out, or has his host family? Do you know if they've been able to provide any details? And what do you make of this? I mean, sometimes, I should say, having covered crimes over there and over here, sometimes there's more open speculation on investigation in foreign investigations than in some American investigations. So we don't know where the prosecutors are getting this. Is this they're just thinking, well, this is one thing that could happen to young people in general, or maybe they have specific information about Ken? But what can you tell us about where they're looking, what they're getting?
Well, Terry, you're spot on about that open speculation with these international cases, and that happens in effect because there's this drip of information. It doesn't happen like when someone's missing here, we go to the prosecutor, we get the information, we can report it. But we do have some information today, and you're talking about this new information that we're getting about him having sort of a difficult time over there. That we're hearing today. We did not hear it over the weekend. This is from the prosecutor over there. The prosecutor says the young man reportedly told several people that he had arrived in France underprepared and was having difficulty making friends. That's the first we're hearing of that. They go on to say, we have the information that he did not feel very well in France. He was not feeling well. He himself had mentioned that he wanted to leave early by going to Marseille. Now, we don't have confirmation or even clarification on what the French prosecutor means by not feeling well. We don't know if that was physical or mental well-being. We do know his parents told us over the weekend, Terry, that he'd been talking to them consistently over WhatsApp. He was an avid traveler. He loved to travel, and he was taking advantage of being over in Europe, traveling everywhere, and sending them pictures. You see that picture right there was one of the pictures he sent to his family through WhatsApp. So his parents told us they have no indication that he was feeling unwell in any kind of way like that, as the French prosecutors are now telling us.
Well, prayers up for him and his family, and that he turns out just fine after an adventure of some sorts. Phil, great reporting. Thanks very much.
All right, Terry.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.